And now on the big wide world of Trevor Sports, it's time to check in with the Premier League. And Trev Lynham, it's match of the day. Good evening. Tonight on Match of the Day, we've got a tale of two cities as they battle out the top places in the Premier League. Liverpool versus Manchester. First game tonight's versus Manchester City and Liverpool. These two sides have shared the Premier League exclusively between them for the last 3 seasons and have been very much the top 2 teams in the country to beat. It was a titanic battle, so we've got all the highlights for you coming up. Teasing ball in! Great save! And on the rebound is another fine save! And then Everton have had a good start to the season, host Manchester United. They were having a surprisingly good season. It's like they've been managed properly. We have all the action from the Manchester United-Everton game.
Advantage played, Calvert-Lewin! Oh!
Plus we also have highlights of the 8 other games played today in a bumper roundup with some great action. But first, our thoughts and attentions goes to the Etihad in Manchester. Liverpool have been Manchester City's biggest challengers in recent years, and indeed in the Champions League here on Trevor Sports last season, Manchester City got the better of Liverpool in the 2 legs. So, will that be the case here, or will Liverpool be able to get a result, or will it be an absolutely boring 0-0? Trevor Davis is your match commentator. So just who is going to lock down the Premier League this season? In recent years, that title has been the sort-on battle between Manchester City and Liverpool. This season, don't to crown Tottenham Hotspur, who are also in the mix. But at the moment, this is first versus third. Well, it promises to be a fascinating battle between first versus third. In previous years, the Premier League has been the exclusive property of Manchester City and recently Liverpool. And these two have been the top 2 sides in the Premier League and in English football. So the changes for Pep Guardiola, well, just one. Rodri replaces Phil Foden in a midfield lineup. Mendy and Walker keep their place. Aguero starts alongside Sterling and Bernardo Silva. Jurgen Klopp goes with his preferred centre-half lineup with Virgil van Dijk returning. Other than that, it's the starting 11 you come to expect from Liverpool. Thiago's first time facing Manchester City. Sides have European dates ahead of them. The Champions League, of course, is on its half-point break of the group stages. Towards Firmino. Gets there. Oh! It was Fabinho with a long ball loaded into the box. Ruben Diaz couldn't get to that. There were blue shirts all around him, and in the end, Firmino's effort is wide. Gomez. Long towards Robert Firmino. Does well. And it's Fernandinho to the rescue. Mane dispossesses the ball. And he tries to play it to Robert Firmino. Good save! Save was there to be made. But Firmino is getting the better of Ruben Diaz. Mane winning the ball back. Firmino going for power. And in the end it was straight at Edison. Manchester City edging the possession as one would expect. Very cagey start to this match thus far. Mendy. Here is Sterling. De Bruyne. Rodri options on the overlap. Bernardo Silva. Now it does arrive. It's Cole Walker. I'm sure Aguero will be regretting that, because that was a very, very good chance. And when Cole Walker scored a wonderful goal with that left foot against Olympiacos, chipped the ball in, Aguero couldn't finish. Stranger things have happened. We have had some cracking matches, but this feels a very tense game thus far. Liverpool will know that in order to retain top spot in the Premier League, they would have to win here this evening. Manchester City, if they were to win, would relegate Liverpool back down to third. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Cross towards Firmino! Well, it would have been an audacious shot had this gone in. Electing to cross with his left foot. Robert Firmino would have taken something magnificent to score from there. 15 minutes to go till half time, and still waiting for this game to be as memorable as one hoped it would be. Alexander-Arnold, Henderson, Robertson, and there's a bit of space here for Robert Firmino. And that's a good save by Edison. Liverpool have found space. The game is just starting to open up. Great turn by Mane. Ruben Diaz is caught out, and he just saved that, Edison. Aguero. Just caught. For a result of that challenge. Definitely went through after the referee had blown his whistle. I think that's fully warranted myself. Minutes to go to the end of the first half. Sterling, oh, it was creeping in, and Alisson had to save that. That would have been an astonishing goal if that had gone through. Sterling on the volley, and it was looping over Alisson, who's made a fine stop. They've had more of the ball. Good throw. Firmino loses it to De Bruyne. Good interception. Henderson. And again Henderson. Salah. Mane. Delightful turn by Mane, and the goalkeeper responds. Good save by Edison. But this is a fantastic little swivel of the hips, and swings on a sixpence and is very unlucky. That's a good stop. Two destroys at both sides with 5-3 in interceptions in favour of Fernandinho. Alexander-Arnold to take the corner. It was towards Henderson, it's come to Mane! And it was wide. There is in towards Henderson. Mane reacted after controlling it. I think both sides seem to be throwing caution to the wind from my observations. Hopefully yours. I wonder if we'll have a better second half. Here's Bernardo. Rodri. Aguero! At the near post, Alisson flying off to his left. He's just missed the target. That is better. Has to be said, it was good defending to force Aguero to hair where he did. That is better football from Manchester City. Here's Thiago. Mane. Firmino, clever ball. Andy Robertson looking for the far post. That's a good attempt to control the ball there by Alexander-Arnold. He's done really well. Dangerous ball in. It's come to Henderson on the edge of the area. Thiago! Goal for Liverpool! And it is all down to the wonderful work by Alexander-Arnold to keep hold of the ball. His cross was in, and there was Henderson to find Thiago, and Liverpool leads Look how well Alexander-Arnold does here. Initial clearance isn't great. It comes back to Henderson, and then Thiago is through to score his first goal for Liverpool. And it has been coming since the start of the second half. And it is Liverpool that lead in Manchester. There is Laporte and Mendy. Return by De Bruyne, now Sterling. He's going to need more support than that. And he's done really well to get it to Kevin De Bruyne. Teasing ball in! Great save! And on the rebound is another fine save! Sergio Aguero was so close, but great work by Sterling under so much pressure. Kevin De Bruyne, well, with either foot, is a quality crossing. From Liverpool's luck, both efforts were at Alisson. There's just a little bit of respect between these two who have dominated the English game for the past 4 years. Henderson towards Robert Firmino. Walker won that. Here's Sterling, back to De Bruyne. Mendy into the channel for Sterling to chase. Sterling's crossing. Aguero equalises for Manchester City. Liverpool can hang on no more. And there'll be an inquest into that, but I don't think anybody could stop Aguero from reaching that effort. And with 16 minutes to go, Manchester City draw themselves level at the Etihad. And Aguero continues to add to his legacy in that blue shirt. Sterling did really well with the cross, but Virgil van Dijk allowed Kevin De Bruyne to run ahead of him. From a defender's standpoint, and those youngsters watching, never let your centre forward charge ahead of you. He's got the left foot, it's too much power for Alisson. 1-1. They've just invited pressure, so will they try to go ahead and force themselves back into the game potentially? De Bruyne with a poor clearance. Aguero, Bernardo Silva, Fernandinho, Sterling, De Bruyne. This is a really lovely move at the moment. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. Fernandinho's pass wasn't quite what was needed. Towards the near post, and Virgil van Dijk gets that away. Gundogan. Bernardo Silva. Oh, Fernandinho! Oh, I thought he was going to have a go. He's played it back to Aguero. Gomez is under pressure. Ashes Virgil van Dijk, who ends up knocking it out into Rosettes. Milner has come on right back, and Sikicento has replaced Mendy at left back for Manchester City. Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva. Clever ball outside to Kyle Walker. Teasing cross, and Gomez gets it away again. All the pressure coming from the men in light blue at the moment. Fernandinho, Aguero! Good save! But Sterling may get there! Oh, he missed! Sterling had the pace and reacted quicker to anybody else after this very fine stop by Alisson from Aguero. He got there ahead of Milner, but he couldn't direct it in. Fernandinho. Thiago wins the ball in. Milner. Firmino. Run through the middle, and a brilliant run through the middle. Mane! Brilliant defending by Laporte. Fantastic that was. It opened up for Mane, and Laporte with a fantastic challenge. And that's how it finishes. One apiece is probably a fair result from these seasons. This feels like two titans sparring things out and potentially saving themselves for later on this season. Well, no doubt these two could be meeting again for more trophies. But so far tonight, it has been a fair reflection of a fair game. Possession split either side. Shots are very even, more in favour of Manchester City. It was efforts on target that counted for more. The goalkeepers had the better of it, and in the end, Manchester City won, Liverpool won. So the 1-1 draw may not help either side in the long terms of it. Let's go ahead to Goodison Park. Everton played Manchester United today, and James Rodriguez has led the revival, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been absolutely exceptional. But for Manchester United, well, they're going well in the Premier League. They're struggling in Europe this season here on Trevor Sports. So, odds pointed to this one. It could be an absolutely critical game for both sides in their league season. Trevor Gubber's in the commentary box.
Welcome to Goodison Park as the teams head out of the tunnel. Everton's anthem going around the stadium. Trevor Gubber in the Aussie today, hopefully doing okay. We'll have a sunny afternoon here at Goodison Park, or sunny, warm evening should I say, as we have a look at the two teams. And this is how Everton line up. Pickford's in goal, Mina and Keane at the back, Alan Decore, Rodriguez starts, there will be Richarlison, and also there's a start for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. As for Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's a familiar looking front two with Rashford and Martial. Fernandes just behind, Pogba, Fred and Matic in midfield. Maguire and Lindelof make up the central defensive partnership. Here's Martial for Manchester United. Here's Marcus Rashford. Still going Rashford. You can hear the Everton fans trying to get behind their team at the moment. As Telles picks up from Manchester United. In towards Paul Pogba. And Pogba! Acrobatics and wide. Decent attempt from Manchester United there. And Paul Pogba. It's Telles with the ball in. And Pogba acrobatically one-footed over the bar. Free kick to United. Fernandes with it. Up towards Telles. Decore challenging him. He's come to Pogba inside the penalty area. Turns away. Wan-Bissaka picks him now. Here's Fred. Now Pogba. Pogba strikes! Saved by Pickford. Wonderful stuff from Jordan Pickford. England's number one. Keeps out the Frenchman in Paul Pogba. That's a fantastic strike and a good one-handed save. Nothing come from that corner as we enter the final 10 minutes of the first half. Still goalless. As Fernandes picks up for United. Just wide. Bruno Fernandes firing just wide there. Wonderful run through. Pogba into Rashford. Onto Bruno Fernandes. And Fernandes firing just past the post. Still goalless. Fernandes knows he should have done better there. Here's Telles. Alan closes him down. Goes into Pogba. Decore in there. Decore commits the foul. Free kick to Manchester United. Foul on Bruno Fernandes. James Rodriguez playing today. Should be a good game this. Bruno Fernandes stood over it. As Cavani comes on for Martial. Rashford's there with two. It's Bruno Fernandes! Saved by Pickford. This is a free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Brilliantly saved by Jordan Pickford in the Everton goal. As we see from this angle, that's a fantastic save. Going across well to save. Now Pogba. Matic. Telles. Now Pogba. Here's Fred. Here's Cavani! Just wide. Everton didn't get tied to him. But into Fernandes, on to Cavani. And that's wide. Cavani knows he should have done better there, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will as well. Here's James Rodriguez now for Decore. All right to Richarlison. Decore. Now Luca Dean. Lovely run from Luca Dean. Now Decore. Here's James Rodriguez. And Allen. Advantage played. Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin! Oh! Off the post. I think in the finish from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Just how close is this? Let's have a look. There's the advantage from the referee. Calvert-Lewin turns, just strikes the post and just wide. Very close to being 1-0 there to Everton. Here's Pogba. Both sides having chances so far, but neither can take them yet. As Bruno Fernandes picks up. Decore commits a foul on Fernandes once more. Rashford wants to get on with it quickly and does to Fernandes! Just wide from Bruno Fernandes. Still goalless. But Manchester United coming close there. Quickly take a free kick by Rashford. Fernandes couldn't find the target though. Rashford from Pogba's pass. Now Pogba once more. Oh, Pogba! Shot blocked by James Rodriguez. I think he was will blow that shot. If you can check on this angle. Yes, it was James Rodriguez who blocked it behind for a corner. Which will be taken by Bruno Fernandes. Greenwood replaces Rashford. United with his lion's share of possession at the moment. As Luca Dean can't get it out. And Mason Greenwood has scored. Poor defending from Everton, should I say. And then Manchester United in to score. And it's Mason Greenwood just off the substitutes bench. And that's how to make an instant impact. The guys enjoying that one. And Manchester United take the lead here at Everton. Everton had some of the chances but couldn't take them. And yet some chances earlier on in the game and couldn't take them. But this time Greenwood makes sure United does take their chance. Ball from Luca Dean. Should just got it clear for me. Should we just watch it from this angle. Fernandes whips the ball in. Comes to Luca Dean. Should just act it clear. He download on it. Greenwood pounced and said thank you very much. Manchester United lead 1-0. Matic. Fernandes. Pogba. Greenwood. Telles. Pogba. Greenwood. Telles. Fernandes. Who's that? Allen. Greenwood to Greenwood. He's got a second off of the bench to get two from Mason Greenwood. And Manchester United double their lead. This time it's Allen who gave the ball away. Everton poor defensively there. Really should have done better with that. But Mina disappointed as well with the defending. But Greenwood is taking the plaudits from his teammates. But just look at this. He's out wide. Fernandes plays into Greenwood. Allen should have done better to clear. He dawdled on possession once again. If you see it from this angle, look. He didn't get it clear. Greenwood nipped in and found a pass Pickford, who had no chance of the England stopper. The Englishman, in Mason Greenwood, scores past the England goalkeeper in Pickford. Now Allen for Everton. Coleman. Iwobi. James Rodriguez. Allen towards Luca Dean against Cavani. Dean inside the penalty area. Dean's still going. Luca Dean's still going. Dean's still going. Nias! Come on, Nias with a save. Shot saved by De Gea. Back to Nias. Save again by De Gea. This is the chance for Muma Nias. Good save from De Gea there. We'll see it again from this angle. That's a fantastic save Man United fans getting behind their team as Wan-Bissaka finds Fred. Now Cavani. Now Bruno Fernandes. 3-0. Wonderful strike. He's been looking to do that all game. The shots have been blocked before, but this time it wasn't. And with 15 minutes on the clock, surely the 3 points will be going to the team from Manchester. Wan-Bissaka into Fred. Onto Cavani, one touch into Fernandes, and that's a superb strike. Just watch this again from this angle. Fred, Cavani, lovely flick from Cavani. And he knows that before. Fantastic flick with Bruno Fernandes, and 2 goalkeepers once he's kept that one out. Your man, just Jordan Pickford. Everton could be playing all night here, and they still wouldn't score as Cavani finds Fernandes. Now Greenwood on an hat-trick. And Man United win a free kick. Fouled by Yeremina. Been called across by the referee. And Greenwood is that free kick. Pogba over it, Cavani over it, Dan James has replaced Bruno Fernandes. It's Paul Pogba off the bar. Michael Keane up towards Nias. And this is a decent effort from Paul Pogba. Back goes the crossbar on the bar. I can still see the ball shaking from up in the commentary position here at Goodison Park. Wan-Bissaka, Cavani, Daniel James. His shot is blocked. Cavani! Saved by Pickford as the full-time whistle goes. A brace from Mason Greenwood and one from Bruno Fernandes gives Manchester United a 3-0 win here at Goodison Park against Everton. Everton couldn't finish their dinners today. 4 shots on target, 4 shots in total, 1 shot on target to Man United's 14 shots and 7 on target. Man United deserved winners. It's finished here. Everton 0, Manchester United 3, and it's back to Trevor in the Match of the Day studio.
Well, there we go. Fantastic result that for Manchester United. Emphatic for them. It moves them up the table, has to be said. Before we give you a roundup of all the tables, it's time to give you the results of all the other games played today and all the highlights and goals. And giving us the roundup, as always, is Trevor Sinstadt. Brighton and Burnley put on a mini classic down on the South Coast. On a brisk autumn afternoon, it was Burnley that got things going. That thunderbolt by Chris Wood was absolutely perfectly timed and rifled to the roof of the net. While Burnley are having their problems, they put them all behind them this afternoon. Ashley Barnes went ahead and made it 2 when he was able to get past Webster and Chalotto and was able to stick past Matthew Ryan to make it 2-0. Yep, that's right, Burnley 2-0 up, and Burnley's Nick Pope had done nothing at this point. In the second half, it got even better for Burnley. Dwight McNeil had a wonderful afternoon, played in a great cross into Chris Woods. His header was perfect down to Ashley Barnes. And on an afternoon of astonishing goals, Barnes went ahead and scored the first of many brilliant goals you're going to see in this roundup. But this was so good, we had to show you it again. The header down by Woods was spectacular. The touch by Barnes was excellent, but that finish, by heavens, is that something special. But Burnley started to regress. And in Neil Maupay, well, there's lots of talk about his poor attitude, but his finishing, that wasn't poor in the slightest. And he scored one back, and Burnley started to wobble. A side that was struggling defensively, and it showed. Chalotto marched into the area, and Eric Peters slived in from an absolutely silly tackle from behind the referee with the easiest decision he'll ever make in his life, penalty. Even though Burnley protested, nothing really they could do otherwise. It left former Liverpool man Alan Lallana to take the spot kick, and he emphatically put it past Burnley's Nick Pope into the top left-hand corner. It was a day for clinical finishing, and Brighton thought there was a chance of an equaliser. Well, so they thought. 3 minutes later, Burnley went ahead and wrapped up all 3 points, even though there's real belief. Ashley Westwood's long pass fails Jay Rodriguez. First touch was excellent, his second was quite stunning. A wonderful finish past Matthew Ryan, and that finished it off for Burnley. They were finished by 4-2. Bit of pressure eased off Sean Dyche, and I'm sure the pressure's eased off Mike Garlick. Leeds United left it late but were able to salvage the results against Crystal Palace. That's after this stunning first half goal by Wilfried Zaha. He picked the ball in, he was able to jump past the challenges and roll the ball in. Wonderfully low-footed shot into the net. Again, it's an afternoon for great goals, and Wilfried Zaha showed us just what a great talent he was. Leeds United left it late, but a throw-in found Rodrigo, and in the first minute of time added on at the end of the second half, there was Stuart Dallas to head home. And that really changed everything inside the ground. Things got tetchy, fouls coming this way, and in the end Leeds had a free kick which Glitch flipped in, and there was Stuart Dallas again to hit the header in the 6th minute of time added on. A 96th minute winning goal. Leeds United winning again, and really are showing they're very much at home in the Premier League. Delight for them, and a lovely trip up north for them. They were winners by 2-1. Tottenham Hotspur had the chance to go top, but it didn't get off to the best start. Kieran Gibbs' excellent cross met Charlie Austin. What a revelation he's been to West Bromwich Albion since starting the last few games in favour of Hal Robson-Kanu, and he celebrated the goal. But after some poor defending, Tottenham did get themselves back into the match. Dele Alli and Gareth Bale and Harry Kane all combined to give the ball back to Bale to rifle in a low left-footed strike that brought Tottenham Hotspur level. But they couldn't find the winning goal, and in the end it finished 1 apiece. So Tottenham have just squandered the opportunity to go top of the Premier League, but they're still contenders. Arsenal and Aston Villa played out a rather entertaining but typical 1-0 Arsenal win. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang found himself with the opening chance of the match. A fine save by the Aston Villa goalkeeper. The winning goal, however, was a delightful finish after Lacazette played through Nicolas Pepe, the £72 million man, finishing like a man that justifies his price tag. And that turned out to be the only goal of the match. A wonderful goal, it has to say, by Pepe in a match which was dominated by the goalkeepers. Towards the end of the second half, it was Bert Leno that was dominating. Ollie Pope was through, should have equalised, denied by a fantastic save by Bert Leno. And then became the key moment of the contest, Danny Drinkwater's effort. It was deflected by Socrates, but wide of the post, and that's how this one finished, to the delight of everybody inside the Emirates, and to Nicolas Pepe, starting to show his quality. 1-0 to the Arsenal. The West and East Midlands derby was concluded after a horrible bit of bad luck for Raul Jimenez. Just arrived at the wrong foot and he was unable to give Wolverhampton Wanderers the lead. The luck favoured Jamie Vardy, and of course he finished from there. A delightful finish after the deflection bounced through, and Vardy was able to finish as cool as you like. But 5 minutes from time, Wolverhampton Wanderers were able to salvage a point. Ricardo Pereira dived in late. Now, the question here, did Fabio Silva dive? The referee thought so and awarded the penalty. Replay showed it was probably the right decision, but you see that in real time, you'd struggle to give that. Thankfully no VAR, so we're left to Raul Jimenez, who gave us a nice leisurely slow walk up to the ball and sent Kasper Schmeichel the wrong way by palming it down the middle. Coolers unite from the Wolves centre forward, and he was able to salvage a point for his team. This one finished 1 apiece, and Leicester again have squandered the opportunity to much further up the table, which their performances probably deserved. Newcastle United waited a whole 10 minutes before scoring the opening goal against Southampton. A wonderfully flighted free kick was headed in by Callum Wilson, and that's how it finished for the full of time of the game. But again, this was another game in which the goalkeeper proved to be key. And for Southampton, their frustration was in the lines of Martin Dubravka. Now, just to show you that not all free kicks are OP, there's John Joe Shelby hitting a fantastic free kick that was saved by McCarthy. Southampton's chances arrived. Shane Long's effort was brilliantly saved by Dubravka in one of the peak saves of the match. That wasn't all. Danny Ings found Theo Walcott, who could find the inside of the post, and that was as close as Southampton got. Good away win for Southampton, who did everything they could, even played it back to Danny Ings, who unsurprisingly missed in the season that he was in. One final chance arrived. It was James Ward-Prowse, but again, there's Dubravka providing the save, and there's Newcastle United with a good away win by their standards. But again, another side relying heavily on the goalkeeper to get them the 3 points. Sheffield United and Chelsea at Bramall Lane, and it was the new goalkeeper for Chelsea that provided the moment. Eduardo Mendy's excellent left-footed save from Oliver Norwood was the key moment for Chelsea in the first half. Mason Mount played in Timo Werner, but Ramsdale this time was up to it, although in the form that Werner was in, you would have backed him to score. Sadly, it finished goalless. It was 0-0 between Sheffield United and Chelsea. Hopefully they'll try better next time. The London derby between West and East London took place. It was West Ham versus Fulham, and Felipe Anderson's lovely little chip cross pubbed Pablo Fornals, but couldn't direct his volley downwards. But it was West Ham that tried to make the best of the chances. Bronson Reed, that was as good as Fulham got all afternoon, both sides lacking their finishing boots. Yarmolenko was a real menace on the right hand side. Mikel Antonio will be unlucky and really should have done more, the form that this man is in. There was chance for one final chance, and it was pretty much a carbon copy of the first effort. Yarmolenko got to the byline. Antonio on the header over the bar. In my day, they used to head those in from there. As a result, this one finished 0-0 again. West Ham United and Fulham with more to do. So here are the full results for week 8 of the Barclays Premier League. And Brighton Burnley definitely played out the most exciting game, 6 goals in that. Stands out Leeds United's away win to Crystal Palace, Manchester United's demolition of Everton. City and Liverpool were involved in a 1-1 draw, as West Brom and Spurs. And Leicester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers. 2 0-0s, and the only 1-0 went to the Arsenal, of course, unless you don't count the Newcastle game. Top half of the table looks as such. Liverpool stay top after that draw. Spurs stay in second place. Manchester City drop down to 4th. So Manchester United with the big gainers from that. Chelsea and Leicester stay right behind them. Chelsea and Leicester separated just by goal difference. Arsenal was 7th, but the worst goal difference at the side in the top half of the table. Everton dropped back, and Newcastle joined the top half of the table. Leeds United climb up to 8th. Leeds United climb up to 11th, so they are a couple of points away from joining the top half of the table. Burnley ease off their lower half form. Aston Villa slip back down along with West Ham into the relegation fight. Crystal Palace and Fulham are separated by letters of the alphabet due to the identical goal difference. Brighton, 11 goals conceded and 2 points, are in real trouble. Next week for us on Match of the Day, we're going to have the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City, and we'll also bring you action between Liverpool and Leicester City, and as always, all the goals and all the action from the other 8 games played. No Champions League from us, so we'll have to make do with some Premier League. Well, wonderful weekend in which the big game turned out to be a little bit of a sparring battle between two sides looking to duke it out, and Manchester United setting a claim to challenge for the championship. I'm sure there's many Red Devils that would have preferred Trevor Sports' season to what's probably happening at the moment. From all of us, good night.